Look at the bottom of that can in your pantry. There's a date stamped there, and I'd put money on it. You've thrown out perfectly good food because of that little number. That date is the most expensive lie sitting in your kitchen. Most of the cans you panic over and toss in the trash are still fine to eat. A year later, 2 years, sometimes a decade after the day printed on the bottom. I'm Cole Hardin, 8 years in the Army, and better than 20 after that teaching folks how to be ready. Out of the Appalachian backcountry, where the nearest store sat an hour down the road and the power quit every single winter. Canned food is the backbone of every pantry I've ever trusted to feed my family. It's cheap, already cooked, no refrigeration, no filtering. You open it and you eat. When the grid goes down and the trucks quit rolling, the man with 200 cans in his basement isn't scared. He's just having dinner. So today I'm walking you through the 12 canned foods I'd stock before anything else. For each one, how long it really lasts, not what the date claims, what it does for your body, why it matters when things go sideways. And I'll give you the one rotation trick that keeps your whole stockpile fresh without wasting a dime. Now hang on, before you click off. Some of you are thinking, Cole, I'm broke. I can't drop $300 at the store this week. Good, you're not supposed to. Every food on this list runs $1, maybe $2, a can. You build it slow, a few cans every grocery trip, and one day you look down and you've got 3 months of food and never once felt the pinch. And the rest of you, feeling good about a full pantry, stick with me. Because I promise you've got some of these sitting in there right now, and you're storing them wrong, rotating them wrong, or about to pitch them for no good reason at all. By the end, you'll know exactly what to keep, what to grab, and what that date is really telling you. Come on. Number 1. Canned chicken. This is the one I hand every beginner. Fully cooked white meat protein in a can. Drops right into soup, rice, pasta, whatever you've got. Protein is the hardest thing to replace in a crisis. Your body burns through it fast, and when you're stressed and working hard, you need more, not less. The date will say 2, maybe 3 years. Truth is, kept cool and dark, it's good 3 to 5, often longer. One can gives you a couple servings of clean protein for about $2. Stack a dozen and you've got the base for dozens of meals. Number 2. Canned tuna. The old reliable, cheap, on every shelf in the country, loaded with protein and omega-3 fats that keep your brain and heart running right under the gun. Buy it packed in oil. That oil gives you calories, and in a real emergency, calories are the whole game. A can runs about $1. There's no cheaper survival protein on that shelf. Get a case. Number 3. Canned salmon. Folks sleep on this one, and they shouldn't. It gives you even more of those good fats than tuna. Here's the part nobody mentions. A lot of canned salmon comes with soft bones right in there, packed with calcium you can actually eat. In a long emergency, with no fresh dairy coming, that calcium matters for your bones and teeth. Costs a little more than tuna. Earns the spot anyway. Number 4. Canned beans. If protein's the king, beans are the workhorse standing right behind him. Black, pinto, kidney, garbanzo, whatever your people eat. You get protein and fiber in the same can, and that fiber keeps your gut steady when your diet goes heavy on canned and dry food. Beans are about the longest keeping can you'll find. Easily 5 years, usually more. Under $1 a can, and they stretch everything else you've got. 1 can of beans turns 1 can of meat into a meal for the whole table. This is the food that makes your stockpile last longer than the math says it should. Number 5. Canned chili. Now we're stacking real value. A whole meal in 1 can. Meat, beans, tomato, real calories, all cooked, all ready to go. When you're cold and worn out, and the power's been dead for 3 days, you don't want 12 ingredients. You want to crank a can opener and eat something warm and filling. The date might read 2 years. Stored right, it's fine well past that. Keep a stack for the days nobody's got the energy to cook. Number 6. Canned vegetables. Green beans, corn, carrots, peas, spinach. Canning locks a lot of the vitamins right in, and canned veg can be every bit as good for you as fresh, sometimes better since it got sealed at its peak. In a long emergency, vegetables hold off the deficiencies that creep in from eating nothing but meat and starch. Cheap, a buck or less, they keep for years, and put color and real nutrition on a plate that otherwise be brown and sad. Number 7. Canned fruit. Peaches, pears, pineapple, mandarin oranges. This is the morale food, and don't underestimate morale. When you're living out of cans and running on stress, a sweet cup of peaches lifts a whole family's spirits, kids especially. Past the spirit lift, you get natural sugars for quick energy and a little vitamin C. And the juice, that's extra hydration and calories you don't pour down the sink. Quality's best that first year or two, but stays safe long after. Number 8. Evaporated and condensed milk. Fresh milk is one of the first things you lose when the power goes, and for families with little ones, that's a real problem. Evaporated milk mixes with water to drink or cook with, sauces, baked goods. Condensed milk is sweetened and loaded with calories, and keeps even longer, because all that sugar works as a preservative. Fat, calcium, and calories in a can. Genuinely hard to replace when the fridge goes dark. Number 9. Canned soups and stews. The convenience champ. A good hearty stew, beef, chicken, and dumplings. Vegetable, whatever. A warm, complete meal in 2 minutes and a little heat. When you're rattled and froze through, that bowl does as much for your head as your belly. Go for the chunky, hearty kinds, not the thin broths, real meat and vegetables and actual calories. Watch the salt, but out in the cold, that warmth is exactly what a tired body's crying for. Number 10. Canned tomatoes. The secret weapon of every good prepper kitchen. Diced, crushed, sauce, paste. On their own they're not a meal, but they're the base that turns plain rice and beans and meat into something that tastes like food, not survival rations. Flavor keeps people eating, and people who keep eating stay strong. One honest note, tomatoes are acidic, and that acid eats at the can lining over time, so quality slips faster than your low-acid foods. Rotate these a little quicker. Number 11. Canned coconut milk. Little outside the box, and that's exactly why I want it on your shelf. Rich, high in fat, and fat is dense calories, the most efficient energy you can store, pound for pound. It brings flavor and a change of pace, so your family isn't stuck eating the same 3 meals till they can't stand the sight of them. Makes curries, makes rice taste like something. Variety is what keeps folks eating well over weeks and months. Number 12. Canned meat. Spam, Keystone, canned beef, canned ham. The heavy hitters, your long-haul protein, built to go the distance. Keystone canned meats are just meat and salt, and they'll keep for years and years. Spam gives you protein, fat, and calories in one shelf-stable block. Yeah, it's salty, but salt's a preservative, and your body needs more of it when you're working hard and sweating it out. A case of canned meat in the basement is honest peace of mind. Now here's the bonus. The easiest, cheapest win on this whole list. I'll be honest, it isn't technically a can, but it lives right there beside them. Peanut butter. One jar is protein, fat, and a wall of calories. No cooking, no refrigeration, and kids and grown-ups both actually like it. In a real emergency, a spoonful of peanut butter is one of the fastest ways to get energy into a worn-out body. Sealed up, it's good a couple years easy, and once open, it keeps for months. 3. $4 a jar. Nothing else on that shelf gives you more survival value for the money. Alright, now let me bust the myth this whole video is built on, because it's the most important thing I'll say today. That date on the can, best by, use by, sell by, with very few exceptions, that's a quality date, not a safety date. It's the manufacturer's best guess at peak flavor, not the moment food turns dangerous. A sealed can, kept cool and dry and undamaged, stays safe far past that number. The military and food scientists have pulled cans decades old out of storage, tested them, and found the food still safe. Quality fades, color, texture, a little vitamin loss, but safe is safe. Quit throwing out good food and good money. Here's a real one. A story that comes up over and over in food preservation circles. Cans recovered off a steamboat that sank in a river back in the 1800s, pulled up out of the mud more than 100 years later, still tested safe. The smell was gone, the look was gone, but no danger in it. I'm not telling you to eat a 100-year-old can. I'm telling you a properly sealed can is one of the most stable ways to store food humans have ever come up with. That 2-year-old can in your cabinet isn't anywhere close to its limit. Here's the one rule that actually keeps you safe. Trust the can, not the calendar. When you go to use one, look at it, feel it. If it's bulging, swollen, badly dented along a seam, rusted, leaking, or hisses or smells wrong the second you open it, throw it out. No debate. That's how you catch the rare bad one. The danger was never the age, it's damage and a broken seal, and your eyes and nose catch that in 2 seconds. But a clean solid can, 2 years past its date, that's dinner. And the rotation trick that ties this whole thing together is 3 words. First in, first out. Every time you bring new cans home, they go in the back and you pull from the front. Take a marker and date the top of each can so you can read it at a glance. Eat what you store what you eat, replace as you go. Do that and your stockpile stays fresh forever. You never waste a can, and your regular grocery money is quietly building your survival pantry the whole time. So that's your 12, plus the peanut butter, plus the truth about that date. Start with one case this week. The chicken or the beans. Build from there. Remember this. Being ready was never about fear. It's about not getting caught flat-footed. The folks who prepare quiet, ahead of time, those are the ones standing calm when everybody else is losing their minds. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be scared. Just a little more ready than you were yesterday. If this helped you, do one thing for me. Send it to the one person you'd want beside you to make it through a hard stretch. That's how the right people stay ready together. Then subscribe and stick around, because next time I'm breaking down the foods that vanish off the shelves first when a crisis hits. And trust me, you want a plan before that day comes. I'm Cole Hardin. Take care of your people.